So as I was saying, we have various types of lookups. We have VLOOKUP, we have XLOOKUP, we have HLOOKUP, we have index. In fact, there are so many, but I only use one type because that one can perform every other function that any other lookup would do. So basically, for our class today,
Mm.
you will see just V and X. Now, the reason why you are seeing V inside self is because most times in interviews they might want you to use VLOOKUP. Uh, so that's the reason why it is there. If not, I use XLOOKUP for everything I do. So VLOOKUP simply means vertical lookup. Now, as the name is, it's supposed to look up for information horizontally,
Mm.
vertically, but it does the opposite of the name. So what happens is,
Please come again. I don't understand.
okay, VLOOKUP,
VLOOKUP supposed to look, yes, for
the name
information
is
vertically.
vertical, good. It's supposed to look up to down, but
Yes.
it is looking up for values in the opposite direction like this. So
Okay.
what it means is, if I have this ID, I can search for name, I can search for country, I can search for products, I can search for channels and all that. So
Mm.
we use it to look for information given a particular identification. So it's just like if you go to the bank now, you give them your BVN, they can give you your name, your age, and every other thing attached to your bank accounts. So that's the same thing with
Mm. Okay.
VLOOKUP. But the problem of VLOOKUP is you can only search for one value at a time. You cannot search for more than one, which means I cannot return all these values all at once like this. I can only search for one at a time. Then I can only move in one direction, which means if I have the ID, I can look for this
Mm.
information, this one or this one, as long as it is before the ID. But if I have the name, I cannot go back. I can only go front. So which means with the name, I can only search for all this information like this. So if I have the country, I
Okay.
cannot find name, I cannot find ID. I can only search for information after the
Mm.
country. So that is one limitation of VLOOKUP. But XLOOKUP can search for information anyhow. I can go left to right, I can go right to left, I can go up to down, I can go down to up. So that's why I use it.
Horizontal and vertical. Yeah.
Yes. So that's why I use it that way to search for values. So um like I said, VLOOKUP is only here because I noticed they ask of it whenever you want to do some interviews. We ask for it. I remember there was an interview
Mm.
I did, and the lady wanted me to search for values, and she was like, "Use VLOOKUP." So I used XLOOKUP too because that's what I'm used to using. She didn't know, but she was like, and how was I able to do it very, very, very fast? Because VLOOKUP it takes a bit of time and it's not as fast as XLOOKUP. I didn't tell her that it's XLOOKUP. I just told her that I'm already used to using the formula very well. So that's the reason why I'm quick using it. So how does it work? So take for example, I have these IDs. I want to find the name. So instead of coming here to manually start searching for the ID 23265, because they are not arranged in ascending order now, it will be difficult for me to manually search. So you see now it's taking me time
Mm.
to find it. So instead of going through this stress, I can just use the formula to find 23265 and it will return the name. I've still not seen it. You see it now. So it will return the name. So the time it will take me to search, I will just simply write the formula and it will give me the name. So how do I use this formula? So if you come here and type equals to VLOOKUP. So you see it.
So where are you coming to type? Do you have to create this thing?
Wherever you want to put it, it's not compulsory that you must create it. It's just that I've created this one down. So let's assume you are working now and you need
Okay.
this information. Probably you type out the number here 23265. You can find the value here. You see it.
Mm,
So it's because I've created this one down. That's why I'm coming to search for it. So I just created this one as a guide of to show us what we want to find.
okay.
So when you come here
Okay.
and type equals to VLOOKUP, now you will see lookup value, you will see table array, you will see column index number, and you will see range lookup. So once you understand all these terms, you can find this value. So when they ask you of lookup value is the ID, because this is what you want to look for. You want to use this value to look for names. So this is your lookup value. Table array is the entire range which you have here. So the entire array is your table array. Now the reason why you are seeing table array is because sometimes it could be a table if you have converted it to a table. So if it is not a table, it is an array. So but the entire information here is your table array. Then column index number. Now column index number simply is the column that has the information you want to return. So the number there is the number of columns. So if I come here, for example, now and come to this place, I want to return name. So this is the column and the index number is 2. Why did I say it's 2 now? Although I have column 1, column 2, and column 3, the column that has value, that is where you start counting from. So this one is empty.
Okay.
So I won't count this one. So this one is column 1, this one is column 2. So supposing there was information here, then this will now be column
Yeah.
3. So because this is empty, the column that has the first value, that's where I count from. So this is column 1 and column 2. So that's your column index number. So those information now, we just put it inside. So I'm going to do this is equals to VLOOKUP. My lookup value is the ID, this ID, comma.
Mm,
Table array is the entire table. So I will select the entire table. So when I click on this, I will just press Ctrl and Shift. Press my right arrows to take it to the right. Press down. You see it now, selected the entire data. Then I press comma.
mm.
The next thing it will ask me for, I started again. This is equals to VLOOKUP. Lookup value is the ID. Lookup array is the table itself, comma. The next thing it is asking me for is what am I doing? Equals to VLOOKUP.
Screw up now.
Lookup ID is this, comma. Table array is the whole of this, comma. You don't need to scroll up. If you get it correctly, you can continue. So the next thing it is asking me for is my column index number. So like we said, 1, 2. So I put
So
2.
why were you getting it wrong just now? What was happening?
I I selected wrongly. That was why.
Okay.
So column index number, you see it now. The formula is appearing here is 2 because this is the first one
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
the second one. Then I press comma. Immediately I press comma again, it is asking me for approximate match or exact match. So you must always search for the exact value. So I'm going to use exact match. Select this. Then I close and hit enter. Now notice the name has appeared there automatically. So if I come here, click down and drag, the other person's name appear. So to confirm that this name is correct, 23265, I could just come to this column, select the whole of the column, Control H, and let's just find. We are not replacing, so I'll click find. I'm looking for 23265. You see it's rare.
Mm.
So that's to tell you that the
How
name.
did you select the whole of that column, please?
Okay, so if you are in a column, you can press Ctrl and space. So why I use Ctrl
Okay.
and space is because I don't want to scroll up. So I
Yeah.
don't want to scroll. So if you are at the top, you can just press Ctrl Shift and down. So Ctrl Shift and down will
Mm.
select it from the very top to wherever it ends. But if you are not at the top, probably you
Control shift
are,
down.
yes, probably you are somewhere else
Mm.
in the data. You can just press Ctrl and space and it will select that column for you.
Okay. So if you want to select the other column, you just press the right.
Yes, right. Ctrl Shift and right.
No, the next, just the next column, oh, not
Okay,
the
the
entire
next
column.
column. If you have
Yeah.
selected this one, you press
Yes.
Shift and right. So once I press Shift and
Okay.
right, you see it. Once I press it once, it just selects it.
Okay.
But if I want to
Okay.
select to the end, Control Shift and right.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's how to do that. So I will do the same thing again. This time I want to find sales channel with the ID. So this is distributor ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sales channel is 5, which means the column index number is 5. So all I just need to do is equals to VLOOKUP. Lookup value is the ID, comma. Table array is the entire table. So I click this, Control Shift right and down.
Wait, please, Emeka, what do you mean by ID?
Distributors ID. That's what I'm using to look for the value. So this column you can see
That's what's
distributor.
on the top of the table.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
ID. These are the various IDs. You see it.
Uh, yes.
So that's the
Yeah, do it
ID that
again.
was
Let me see.
written here. So they are just scattered all about. So this is equals to
Yeah.
VLOOKUP. Lookup value is a distributor ID. So I'm selecting the number because that's what I want to look for.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's the
Okay.
number. So I'm using the number to look for the sales channel.
Yes.
The same way I
Yes.
use the
Yes.
number to search for the name.
Okay. Yeah, because I was seeing M43, so I was wondering.
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
know that
Now
you tapped
M43,
the cell.
when you tap the cell, so it's not the information of the cell that will appear, it's
Yeah.
the cell number. So why is the cell number
Yeah.
appearing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The cell number is appearing so that even
No,
if
I
you
understand. I
okay, okay,
understand.
okay, okay. All right. So table array is the whole of this table. Just select it.
Mm.
Column index number. So sales channel is 5, comma. Lookup range approximate and exact. So I'm using exact match. I select this, then I close. So notice it has inserted the sales channel. So I
Retail.
don't need to write for every other one, just to click and drag. So when I drag
Mm.
it, it does the same. So the only disadvantage, not the only one disadvantage is I cannot do all of them at once. So which means I have to come here, write the same formula I've written here, copy down,
Mm.
come here, write the same formula, but I'm changing the column index number. So in this one, the column index number is quantity, which is 10. Is it
Mm.
10? No, it's not 10. It's 8. Quantity is 8. Revenue is 10. So in everything here, I'm only changing the column index number. So if I do equals to VLOOKUP, now my lookup value is this, comma. Table array now is the table. So I just select the whole table, comma. Column index number, I'm looking for sales channel is 5, comma, and I want exact match. So if I select this, it puts my sales channel for me. So for the
Mm.
next one, the only thing, okay, I will explain this. The only thing I'm supposed to do here is in this formula that I have here. Let me copy it. I'm only supposed to change the column index number. So if I come here and paste it, column index number for quantity is 8. So I'll just change. Every other thing doesn't change because it's the same formula.
Mm.
You see it has put the quantity. I just double click. How did I copy down? How did I copy the formula? So this is it. This is where the formula is. I just came here, click and highlight, then Control C.
Okay.
So I would not advise you copy. I would advise you write it yourself so that you can understand how it works. Then I come here and paste it. You see it. Then I'll just go inside the formula and just change the column index number, and it gives me whatever value I'm looking for. So you want to just copy down. Now notice this one is showing NA.
Yeah.
That's because this information is not inside my data sets. So that's why it is showing
Okay.
NA. So remember I told you this NANA is an error. Now what is one
Yes.
disadvantage of the error? So if I select like this and I come and do auto sum, it will not sum it for me. You see it will tell
Mm.
me it is not available because of this error. But if I put a value here, for example, you see that automatically it has summed it for me. And so when
Mm.
you have an NA error, it's not supposed to be in your data sets. So how do you deal with NA error when there is one in your data sets? Now when there is one in your data sets, you have to use another function called if error. So take for example, I want to look up for value here. Now you see how long it is taking me to always come to this table to select.
To find. Yes.
It is quite difficult to come and find. So instead of always coming here to find, I can come inside this one now and change it to a table. Let's say Control T. It will select it and I just click OK. So this is now a table. Now under table,
Yeah, because I saw a video like that, that you
okay,
should format it to a table so it will
yeah,
be easier.
yes. So under this table design, this place I have table name, I just change it to, let's say this is sales table. Let's call it sales. Now when you are naming a table, you cannot give a space and put another
Yeah, yeah,
name.
yeah.
So it must be one name. So even if you want to use two
Yes.
names, you combine them together. So let's
Yeah.
say this is a sales table. Now I don't always need to come to select the table anytime I want to look for a value. So country, the column index number of country is 3. My own is just know the column index number. So since country is 3, if I come here and do equals to VLOOKUP, now my lookup value is this number, comma, my table array, I will just type the name of the table, sales. You see it? When
Okay.
I type it, it automatically
Yes.
selects it. You see it now, comma, column index number is
Mm.
3, comma, and I want what? Exact match. So I just close and hit enter. So when I drag these ones that are not here, it is telling me NA. So I'm not supposed to have this NA value. So what do I do if I'm trying to look up for value and probably I feel there might be some columns that are not available? So if I'm trying to look up for value, I will add another function to it which we'll call if error. So I will come to it just the same way I wrote the if. Just before, after the equal to, I will type if, and you see if error. I
Mm.
select this. So if there is an error in my VLOOKUP, so I will take the VLOOKUP as the value. So if there's an error in my VLOOKUP, I will come to this edge, comma. So this VLOOKUP is my value. What do I want to see if there's an error? So since it's country, I can do not found in quotes, not found. So I've put that in quotes, then I
Mm.
close and hit enter. So it will not appear until I copy the formula down again. So when I copy the formula down, you see that anyone that is not there, it will just simply tell me it is not found. So I'll do it here again. So first I look up for my name. So my lookup value is this ID, comma, the table array is sales table, comma, column index number for name is 2, comma, and I want what? Exact match. I close and hit enter. So if I copy down, you will see NA. So the next thing you need to add is what? If error. So if there's an error on my lookup value, comma, tell me no name or not found, any one of
Mm.
my choice. So you just close and hit enter. So when I copy down now, instead of clicking and dragging, you can just come to the edge here and double click. So you see, when I
Okay.
double click, it automatically copies it down
Mm.
for me. So I'll do the same for revenue, which is 10. So this is equals to VLOOKUP. So my lookup value is this, comma. Table array is my sales table. Column index number for revenue is 10, comma, and I want exact match. Close and hit enter. So when you copy down, I have NA. So at the front of it, you just put what? If error.
If
If error, select it. In my lookup value as a value, you come to the edge and put what? Since this is number, it should just tell us
mm.
0. So numbers,
I
you
was waiting. I wanted to ask you that if you put no name or
uh,
not found, how would you sum it up? I was just waiting.
okay. Even if you put no name or no found, you can sum it up. So let me put 0 there. If I put
Uh,
0, I will change it. You see it now, it has summed it up for
mm,
me. But most times, if you are working with number, it's best you put 0. So even if I put no name or not found, so in the formula, I will remove the 0 and
mm,
say not found and hit enter. When I copy it down, you see it still summed it up.
mm.
Now, the reason why I summing it up, remember that our first class, I told you once you select it, the ones that are text, it will not even look at it at all. It will,
Okay, okay,
so
okay,
that's
okay,
exactly
okay.
what
Yeah,
it did.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's summed without the text. So if
Okay.
you have numbers here that are appearing as text, it will
Mm,
not add it. It will skip it. So
okay,
that's why it's very important to remember that
okay, okay.
first thing I told you when it comes to analyzing
Yeah,
your
yeah,
data.
you're right.
So that is it. So I have so many empty sheets here. So when you get it, you will need to fill it up, like find the value. So the purpose of all
Okay,
these things is for you to get used to writing the formula. So I will not suggest you should copy and paste.
okay.
Just write it. The more you write the formula, the easier it becomes for you to what, get it. Now that takes us to
Mm.
XLOOKUP. Now XLOOKUP
Wait, oh,
is
please, please,
okay.
please. So this VLOOKUP
Hmm.
that we're looking for the name,
Yes.
what is the use? What is the need for it? Like, what is the scenario that will come up that they would ask you to search for something like this?
Okay, let's say you are preparing a report and you want to know the
Mm,
information of, let's say you are trying to let's say you save receipt number and you want to find out
Mm.
how much is associated with a receipt, or who purchased the things in this receipt. So when you type the receipt number, it
Yes.
will give you all the information of whatever you're looking for. Don't worry, when we start, we have not, our course has not started though. We are still doing introduction. So when we start analyzing
Okay.
data, you
Okay.
will now
Okay.
see the use of these things. So the
Okay.
course has not really started. I think after the next
Okay.
class, that is when the course will start fully. Then you see the
Okay.
application.
Okay.
So
Okay. Let's
all
go to
these
the next
things
one.
is more
XLOOKUP.
like we are just trying to gather the tools we need to do it. So when we start applying it,
Okay.
you see the use.
Okay.
So you have to fill up all this information and fill it up to the end. So that's VLOOKUP. Now XLOOKUP is a recent edition of lookups which we use on Excel. Now if your Excel is less than 2019, you will not see XLOOKUP on your Excel because it's a new function. So
Mm.
XLOOKUP is on 2019 upward. So it solves the limitation which VLOOKUP has. For example, for VLOOKUP, we cannot find all the values all at once. So I will need to find them one after the other, write the formula one after the other. But if
Yes.
I'm using XLOOKUP, I can get all the values all at once without writing it one one. That's one advantage. Another advantage is, unlike VLOOKUP where I can only go left to right, XLOOKUP I can
Mm.
also go right to left. I can move in any direction. So that's another advantage. Then another one is if there are errors, unlike VLOOKUP where I will write two
And
function. After writing the first one, I will now come and add if error. I can write
yes.
my formula in just one line without adding an if error. So those are the advantage of XLOOKUP over VLOOKUP. So take for example, I have this table. Now this table contains, this is an HR data that contains information about employees in an organization. Now they have their IDs, they have their name, their gender, their departments, how much they earn, their start dates. I've forgotten the meaning of FTE, but it's HR related. Then I have my employee type. So if you look at the ID is from 1 to 55, AC 1 to 55. So
Now,
which means
Emeka, please, what does HR mean?
HRO, okay, human resources. So those are the people that
Okay.
are responsible for hiring people in an organization.
Okay.
And so inside HR, we have HR data analysts. You get it now. So HR data analysts, their
Okay.
job is to use the information about the employees they have and build a report. So that's why I told you that every organization needs a data analyst. So even in the hospitals, there's how a hospital will grow to an extent and they need to be generating reports. They will need a data analyst. So what you will basically be doing is you'll be analyzing healthcare data if you work in an
Mm.
hospital. So if you work in, probably because there are some organizations that their work is just to employ people, like they will provide employment services for different organizations. So if you work for an organization like that, you'll be analyzing HR data. So some organizations do their employment process, their interview process themselves, and it is their HR that does it. You get it now? So HR means human resources. So every company has human resources. So there's the extent the company will grow to, they need to analyze their data. So they will not need a data analyst that can work on HR data. So basically me, I I did not specialize in any one. So I work with any type. So if it is healthcare, I can analyze their data. If it is financial services, I can
Mm.
analyze their data. You get it now? Some people will just decide to say, okay, me,
Mm.
I want to specialize in just financials. You get it? So when they specialize
Yeah.
in, so they call them financial analysts. When they specialize in financial, the only kind of data they can analyze is things relating to finance.
Oh, okay.
You get, so
Yeah.
that's it. So these are all the information. So I want to use this ID ACO7 to find the, I want to use the ID to find the start date. So when did this person resume work? You see it now. So a typical explanation to this now is, let's say you are working somewhere and after every 5 years they promote a person. Now they now want you to find out, okay,
Mm.
when did this person resume work so that we can promote the person. So in this kind of scenario now, you will use the XLOOKUP or the VLOOKUP to find out the date the person resumed work, so that you can know if this person has worked for 5 years or less. You see an application of it now. So that's it. So instead of you to go and
Yeah.
start searching one after the other, you just simply come and put the formula. So if I do equals to XLOOKUP, for example, now when you do XLOOKUP, it says I have my lookup value, I have my lookup array, I have my return array. If not found,
What does that mean? Return array.
match mode, I will explain, and search mode. So you see it's just
Okay.
one straight formula. So lookup value is the value you have. Lookup array is which column has this value in your table. So it is this column
Okay.
that has, so I'm going to select the whole of this column as my lookup array. Then
Mm.
return array is which column has the information I want to return. So I want to return start dates, and it is this column that has my start date. So this is my return array. Then I have if not found, which is not compulsory. You can write without putting it, but I always suggest you put it if you are working with a very large data set. So if not found is if the value is
Mm.
not there, what do you want it to show you? So instead of writing and closing and come and write another one, you can put it at a
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So
Yeah.
I will explain these two when we get to their use. Now I can now come and say, okay, lookup value is this ID, comma, lookup array is the column that has the ID, which is the whole of this column.
Please. I'm sorry. Please.
Mm.
This lookup value. This. Why can't you select it in the main column there?
Okay, when you type equals to x lookup,
Like C.
okay, this ACO7,
Mm.
you can select it. You can.
Yes. In the 11 there.
I've
Okay.
selected
Okay.
it. You see,
Okay.
you can
Okay.
select it. You can even type it out,
Yeah.
but it must be in quotes since it's not
Okay.
numbers. You can type it out, but you put it in quotes. So anyhow you want to do it.
Okay.
So you can select from
Okay. Okay.
anywhere. I just put it here, like I said,
Okay.
to so that I will remember what we want to search for. uh
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
comma, lookup array is the whole of this column, comma, return array is what do you want to return. So I'll go to the column I want to return, which is this one, and select the whole of this. So remember I said you can close if you want to. So when I close, see the start date there. So uh let me delete this. Let me just write it again now and say this is equals to. Then another reason why I like putting it here and not writing it here is sometimes you might want to change the values here. So let's say I do this is equals to x lookup. This is my lookup value. Remember it is the cell it is taking. So it is the content of the cell it will look for. So if I say
Mm.
lookup array is this one, comma, return array is this one, select it down, comma, let's put if not found. So if not found in quotes, I want to put not found, close and hit enter. So you see the information is there. So now let us assume I change this. Let's say this
Okay. The
is,
place for if not found, you just write not found.
yes, in quotes.
Okay, 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 sure.
So if I change this to ACO9 and press enter, you see the date change. If I change it to AC21 and press enter, you see the date change. So that's why I like writing it out here,
Mm,
so that I can always,
okay,
I don't always need to write the formula. If somebody gives me, okay, Emeka, look for AC9, AC55, I just type it. You see it. So
okay.
that's why I like putting it
It's
on an
much
S.
easier.
Yes. So if I use here, for example, now, it means I will have to come here and be changing the content of this cell. You see it?
Yes, yes,
Not
yes.
so that's the reason why I just put it elsewhere. So if I come here and put, I know I don't have 56, 56, and press enter, you see not found. So instead of it giving me that NA formula, it's just giving
Hmm.
me not found directly. So notice I
Yes,
only wrote one formula, unlike the other one where you have to
yes,
write more than one formula.
yes, yes.
So that is it. So at the same time, I can use the start date to look for the name. So this time they want me to find the name with the start dates, which VLOOKUP cannot do. So VLOOKUP cannot go like this. But now with
Cannot go back.
XLOOKUP,
Yes.
yes, I want to go back like this. So I'll just simply do this is equals to XLOOKUP. And my lookup value is the start date, comma. Lookup array is the column that has the start date. Select it,
Mm.
comma. Return array is name I want to find. So I'm just going to select my name. Is this one, comma. If not found, let's just put not found in quotes. Remember, once it is a text, you must always put it in quotes.
And does it matter if you put it a capital letter or
It doesn't
small letters?
matter. If you put it in capital letter, it will return it as capital letter. You see it. If you put it in small, it is
Okay.
how you write it. That's how it will return it. So you write it the way you want it to appear. So you see it now, automatically it
Okay.
has told me that nobody work resumed on these dates. So if I pick a date that is
Mm.
here, for example, let me copy this date and come and paste it here. You see the name has changed.
Okay.
So that's why
Why did that VLOOKUP would not be able to look back? It will be a look front,
yes.
the other
So
side.
if I do VLOOKUP,
Okay.
let me delete this now and do, you saw that we saw this
Okay.
name there, this date was there. But if I do equals
Yes.
to VLOOKUP,
Yes.
now my lookup value is the dates, comma. Table array is the whole of this table,
Name.
comma. Column index
Okay.
number.
VLOOKUP.
I'm using VLOOKUP to show you that it will not work. Column index number is 2 because that's the name, comma. And I want exact match, and I close it. You see, I did it with VLOOKUP. It gave me NA. So if I come and add if error to the front of it, so if there's an error, it should tell me at the end that's not found. You see, it is telling me not found, but whereas I have this information there. So the reason why it is not found is because VLOOKUP cannot go like this. Mhm.
Hello.
Sorry, my internet went off before.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So as I was saying, notice,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So my internet went off before. So what was the last thing
Okay.
you heard me saying?
You were doing the VLOOKUP and you were putting the values.
Okay. You see it now. I put the values and everything with VLOOKUP, and I even add my if error, and it's
Yeah.
telling me it is not found, whereas we have this information there. So the reason why it is not seeing it is because VLOOKUP cannot go
Yes.
backward. So that's why it is not seeing it.
Backward. Yeah.
So another use case of XLOOKUP is VLOOKUP cannot go up to down. It can only go sideways. So I have this
Yes.
ID ACO7. I want to find the course name. So to find the course name, I'll do equals to XLOOKUP. Then my lookup value is the ID. I can use this one. I can use this one. So if I use this one, I can easily change it. If I use this one, I will not have to
Yes.
change it. That's what it means. So if I
You
select
have to
the
do it again.
ID, yes, comma, lookup array is a column that has the ID. This time, the ID is in rows now, not in column. You see it? So I'm selecting the other
Mm.
way, comma. Return array is this one. So when I select this one and close, you see it gives me. So like I said, you don't always have to put the if not found, but if you are working with a very large data that you don't know the quantity of information there, please put if not found,
Mm.
so that it can easily tell you the one that is not there. So notice it gave me the course name. So what if I want to return both the course name and the status? So all I need to do is this is equals to XLOOKUP. Now my lookup value is ACO7, comma, lookup array is the column or the row that has the whatever I want to find. Return array.
Mm.
Now my return array, I will just select the remaining parts.
Course name and status.
Yes, so which means it will give me both course name and status. So when I close this and hit enter, you see it now. It has told me this is the course name, this is the status. So which means it
Mm.
can give you more than one value at a time, which VLOOKUP cannot do.
Okay.
So
Not to yes.
before I proceed to the next one, I will convert this one now to a table. So that I will do it because the process of doing it with a table is different from VLOOKUP. So this information now, I will convert it to table. Control T, click OK, and I will call it HR. So now this is my HR data. I want to find this information. Let me put a CO7. So I want to find the start date. Now how do I work if it is a table? So this is equals
Mm.
to X lookup. Now my lookup value is this number, comma. Now lookup array. You know in VLOOKUP, the table array, I have to select the entire table, so I will just type the table name. But this one,
Yes.
I have to select a particular column inside the table. So if you are typing
Mm.
only the table name, it will select the entire table. So first I will type the table, which is HR, select it. Notice when I'm typing table, I don't need to put it on quote though, because it is a table. But
Okay. Yes. Yes.
if it is not a table, you want to put a text, it must be on quote. So
Yes.
now it is presently selecting all the whole table, but what I need is the employee ID column. So I will press my
Mm.
square brackets. You see it, when I press my square bracket, it will show me all the columns. So I'll select the one I want. So it is ID I want. I select this one and close the square brackets. So that way, if you check the table now, you will notice that it has selected only this one. You see it?
Okay.
So you type the name of the table, you open a square bracket, and after selecting the column, you close it, then you press comma. Now, the next one I want to return is start date. So I will type my table, select it,
The
open
bracket.
square bracket, and select what? Start date, and close it. So I can just close here
Okay.
because I know the value is there. You see it? So that's how to use it when it is a
Table.
table. So I could be on another page and I will still pick all the information I need from this table. So I can be here. I want to pick ACO8. So all I just need to do is equals to XLOOKUP. My lookup value is this number, comma,
Mm.
lookup array in my HR table, check the ID column, comma, return array. Let's say we want to find the name in my HR
Mm.
table, open the square bracket, give me the words name,
Name.
close this and close and press enter. You see it has given me the name. If I need
Mm.
all the information,
Mm.
equals to XLOOKUP, lookup value is this, comma, lookup array is HR table, give me the ID, comma, return array. I need every other information from name to the end, so I will come here and say in my HR table, open my square brackets. Now when you open square brackets, you will see all.
Mm.
You see it. At the same time, you will
Yes.
see I need from name to employee type. So if you select all, for example, if I select all and I close this and close my normal bracket and hit enter, okay, it will not give me all. So what I'm supposed to do is I will select from the first column, which is name. I want to return from name now. Yes, name.
Mm.
Put my this symbol dot dots. Oh, I've forgotten the name
Yes.
again.
Column. Column.
Then I will the name of the last column is what's the name of the last column, Seth? I've forgotten it. Let me see. I think I've forgotten the name of the last column. Let me just come here first, and this is HR square brackets and
Employee type.
ID, comma. Then let me just come here and check something. I want to take from name to employee type.
Employee.
Close it and hit enter. What's happening? Let me just do it myself first. XLOOKUP. Lookup value is this, comma, lookup array, return array from name. Why is it giving me value? Wait, oh, equals to XLOOKUP. Lookup value this, comma, lookup array, comma, return array. Okay, I think I know why it is giving me. Okay, it returned everything. It returned everything. This is D4 to J59. Okay, let me go and do it again. So this was what I was trying to show you, that it shows. This was what I was trying to show you, that if you look at the formula now, this is my lookup value.
Mm.
Now when you want to get the return array, you see it's D4 dot dot J59. So that way it will return all this information. So that's exactly what I'm supposed to do here now. So I'll do this is equals to, let me write the number. This is AC08. So equals to XLOOKUP. Lookup value is this, comma. Lookup array is HR table. Check the employee ID column. Then the return array is in my HR table. I want to return so many headers. So from this one to this one. So yes, it's choose only this row of the specific column. So it's telling me to choose only a specific row. So which means I have to know the, how do I put it? The, I have to know the cell address. Let me use that word. So if you don't know the cell
Mm.
address, like this D4 to J59 here, you'll not be able to do that.
Yes.
But alternatively, you can just do it one after the other. But let me try something
Mm.
else. Something just came to my mind. Let me just quickly try it. So if I come here, for example, now and select only the name first, close it and close this, it will give me the name. There, I feel if I
Mm.
drag, it gives me the other information. You see it?
Okay.
So I
Mm.
dragged more than so when you drag, it automatically fills in the other information for you. So that way you can get the other values you want to see.
Okay.
So that's how.
So if I put in that D something to the other one, it will show what we're looking for.
Yes, it will show what we're looking for. So
Okay.
if you don't know the cell address, just when you put the first one, click and drag, so it will copy the formula across
Okay.
the table and give you the
Okay.
information you want to see.
Mm.
All right, so that is how that one works. So we have done this one up to down. Then this one, I have the name and I want to return the revenue. So it's very simple. If you have the name and you want to return the revenue, you just simply do equals to
Mm.
XLOOKUP.
Mm.
Lookup value is the name,
Cool.
comma. Lookup array is the column that has the name, so I'll select it, comma.
Mm.
Return array is this column that has the revenue. Then I can put not found if I want to, or NA. Then close and hit enter. So you see it. So the advantage is if I change this to this, the revenue changes. Now, one thing you might want to note is that data validation I taught you in the first class, you can put it here. So which means if I want a drop down of all these names, yeah, I can. So I will just come here, come to data, then in my data validation here, I will change it to lists. So I will come and change this to lists. Then source should be, when I click on this, should be all these values, and I just click OK. So when I do that, notice I can easily pick a name from the list here. So when I
Mm.
pick a name, the revenue changes. When I pick a name,
Okay.
the
Okay.
revenue changes. So that's how that one works. Then the next use case of VLOOKUP, which we have already done, is where you want to return more than one value at a time. So this is equals
Okay.
to
Okay.
X lookups.
Excellent.
Sorry, the lookup value is a name, comma, lookup array, the column that has all the name,
Mm.
comma, return array now is the whole of this one, because that's
Revenue.
the information I want to return. Then you close and hit enter.
Okay.
So notice it spilled all the name and give me the values I'm looking for. So
Yes.
I
Then
will
you
just
drag.
select and drag it. So I could put my formats
Okay.
now. So this numbers profit is not appearing like this. So I can come home, select it, okay, revenue and profits, and put my comma separator. So when I expand this, you see that. So these ones are not in decimal places. In this place, I remove the decimal and I have it the exact way it is there. So that's basically how to get values like that using XLOOKUP. So these are all the use case scenario you will see whenever you want to
Mm.
use XLOOKUP. Any question?
No assignment.
I will send you the empty file of this one so you can just easily fill it up.
Okay,
Mm.
okay.
So that's the
See
end of
me, see me. I made the ask for assignment.
so that's the end of lesson 3. So I will give you time to, I would have gone straight to lesson 4, but I want you to practice that 2 plus this
If
one which we just did.
yeah,
And so I will send you the video for this one.